Educator dispositions. So as I agree that all of these dispositions are very important to have as an educator, these are some of the dispositions I believe I already possess and have been doing effectively in the classroom. First one is educators should believe that all students can learn and should set and support realistic expectations for student success. So I understand that all students are at different paths in their learning. So I tend to use student data to help create small groups and just set learning outcomes that I want my students to meet individually. So I always try to make sure that the small group instruction is catered to what the students are ready to learn and not just what the curriculum standards are. Secondly, educators should exercise sound judgment and ethical behavior. I always try to make good decisions and be reflective of judgments I make. If I have a question about something, I might ask a fellow colleague or my principal. Educators should promote and support curiosity and encourage active inquiry. I try to incorporate this as much as I can in our third grade curriculum. I feel like in social studies and science and even language arts, it's pretty easy. Math, I'm still trying to promote that inquiry and curiosity in there. Educators should model integrity by their words and actions. Like I said, I'm always trying to be reflective of what I say and what I do. Educators should demonstrate professional friendliness, warmth, and genuine caring in their relationships with others while providing intellectual, emotional, and spiritual support. This is what I feel like I do try to really focus in on the first couple weeks of school to build those relationships. But every day I am at the door greeting students. They like to wave, high five, smile. Some of them come hug me, whatever it is they want to do that morning. We also have morning meetings where we talk about maybe what we did that weekend, what we're looking forward to, or sometimes it's just a non-invasive question like, if you could be any animal, what would you be and why? Dispositions I am working on. Educators should be sensitive to individual learning and social needs of students and embrace the cultural diversity of the community. Like I said, I do small groups and I use the data that students give me on their assessments to create those small groups. So I feel I have that part down. But the embracing the cultural diversity, as I respect cultural diversity, I feel like I want to incorporate more into the classroom about what each student's culture is and how we can learn more about it without being unintentionally insensitive to cultural groups. Secondly, is educators should promote social justice and equity, maintain appropriate standards of confidentiality, and exercise fairness in all areas, including assessment. I feel like I do most of that, but the one I want to work on is exercise fairness in all areas, including assessment. That was kind of a gray area to me when I read it. I'm not sure if that meant like every student gets the same assessment, same environment, or if fairness is making sure those appropriate accommodations are met. Assessment's kind of difficult because it's not the way students learn. We tend to use a lot of collaborative discussion, working in pairs and groups, discussing, talking about it. And on assessments, children don't have the opportunity to work together or discuss the material. They're expected to do it individually. So to me, a professional educator is one who shows compassion and care for all the students in the classroom or in the building, and they look to overcome student barriers and strives to foster a love of learning.